But other than that, life keeps going. Got to keep moving. Just making sure everybody good. I wanted to tune in. I've been listening all week. I see how you dipping and dabbling on things on the social media, so that's a good thing. All right, shit. I just been in kind of in the shadows, just shit, trying to clear my damn brain.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
You don't never know what I'm gonna talk about. It might be some local news, some trending news, some celebrities, the beef
yeah,
sector.
cause that shit that's going on with So Cold, that's kind of threw me. And then
With
I was
Yeah.
what?
like, oh, okay,
With
you know,
who?
he's about boxing. He's about the
Corio.
bud.
She said who? Corio. The other day I did a video on this boxer from Omaha who just got involved with a situation. He's here from here, and he's on the Terrence Bud Crawford team. You know Terrence Bud Crawford, the
Oh
boxer.
yes,
Right. So
yes, I know him.
he's on his team, and he's also works at his sports academy here in Omaha. But yeah, so maybe a month ago or so, or 3 weeks, something like that, he
No,
had
that's
his
yeah, that's
stolen.
yeah, that was
He had his car stolen, and his work phone was in the car. And so what he did was he tracked his work phone and came upon the people who was, stealing his car. And they got out the car once they noticed that he was following them, and they tried to hide,
so they ass up.
like where they was, like they was trying to hide. And he just got out his car and just started shooting at them. And he shot one
Mm,
of them, a 14-year-old girl, and she ended up in
mm,
the hospital. So it's a lot of debate going on here because people are like, well, why would you track somebody down instead of calling the police? Because he didn't call the police until he got home. Like he drove the car, had blood in the car and everything, bullet holes. He
mm,
drove the car home and then
Yeah,
called the
hey,
police. So
mm.
there's
hey,
a lot
Lot
of
of
debate
time,
going on
yeah,
about
lot of.
is he
Mm-hmm.
wrong for doing that? Should he have just called the police? You got insurance, don't you? Why did you have to take it that far?
Mm-hmm. I see. I
So
like that when you guys talk about Omaha and Nebraska stuff. Y'all got to give us the story and then give y'all, because I had no idea what y'all talking about because I
nah,
haven't
you
saw
good?
that
It's just
video yet.
and that's
Okay, so
okay because
going.
I just literally did the video yesterday,
Okay,
bro?
yeah, I haven't got
yeah, I
to
think
it
so.
yet.
Yeah, like I said, I've been following because I've been hearing y'all doing y'all chat and everything throughout the week. I just been in the backdrop,
Yep,
it's just
that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
but
So
other than
how
that,
do
I
you
mean that
feel?
that just put my I
She said, "How do you feel about it, bro?"
that me, but I mean honestly, we all don't know the whole situation. But for him, especially with him, I mean he already got issues with being. I mean former military. He was front line, so I mean, that was just here what in '08 maybe when so I mean, he's still fresh off of the military and the war, the wars, type of syndrome. So and then to be a boxer of that caliber, I mean, he could have. Who knows? He could have just went in like he could have went in battle mode. Who knows? Nobody really is gonna know. I mean, and for him now, I'm pretty sure if he would have knew or understood that there was a 14 or just any type of, I'm sure he would have went Rambo style like that. But for some reason, especially if he was a little bit tipsy, that's clean. Then, yeah, he basically like that was his 13th reason, basically. And I mean, there's no excuse. But for one, hell, even if we ain't getting done wrong, I mean,
Uh-oh, bro. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I hear you, but I
yeah,
think. Oh, there
Okay.
you go. There you go.
yeah, my bad, because the phone wants they do that stupid, when we want to go to blackout screen after so many minutes. But anyway, long story short, I think that he basically just, when he snapped out, he just like, okay, man, people get tired of all this bullshit that's going on. You stealing folks stuff, you shooting and killing each other up. You trying to do stuff. I mean, you get tired of it, and it's like, damn, y'all should know that. I'm over here in this area, in the area that they stole it from. It used to be bad like that, but over the years they cleaned it up because now it's vibrant over there. That's the medical student center. It's all kind of big money going over there. Frats and all kind of shit live all over there. They done totally renovated that Midtown 40th and Farnham area. Nevertheless, for them to take the man shit, and he probably, he's most likely having a good time and like, man, this is some bullshit. You niggas just stole my, woo woo woo. So, hey, at the end of the day, you gotta, you sure? Yeah, he basically at the end of the day, it was kind of like, hey, man, I'm not gonna just let nobody just take my stuff. And it's like he tracked it and like, okay, now they way out here. He tracked them way out in Southwest Omaha, and then they ended up way over for 35th to Hawthorne, which is like basically in Northeast Omaha. I mean, I don't know what the hell. So like I said, it's some hitting. I don't know. We are only gonna know the truth until he speak on it, and basically the victim or whatever. Because me personally, even if somebody I'll speak and use my truck for instance, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be pissed because I worked my ass off for this, and I'm still, bam, I still own on this. But at the end of the day, I'm not. If I'm gonna do my due diligence, if I know I track you down, and I see it's like some youngsters, no, I'm not gonna let loose. But if you little bastards got that pipe, I'm not calling. No, I'm not. I'll call the police and let them know where you at.
Well, did they arrest the guy? Did they arrest?
Well, they had him on a no. They had him on a no hold bond for a minute.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why? What he did do? Ain't no that. You give a person that know you're a no hold bond. I had family members that did some of the unforgivable. It didn't get no hold bond.
Mm-hmm.
So where the no hold bond to me is that's different, man. That's a whole different level of okay. Well, we're gonna make an example of this. We've been waiting for somebody in that camp to slip up. Oh hell yeah, world's powerful pound camp, and that's your director of operations of your academy. Oh yeah, we about to stick it to him. Yeah, we got to make an example of this. So, but other than that, y'all know I didn't want a whole lot. I'm just on here vibing. I've been peeping y'all out. Y'all been doing y'all thing, Just about to take this damn dog down here with a little boy there.
I enjoy when people be peeping us out.
Yeah. Well, Hood Table, what do you feel? What do you feel about the situation? This is very interesting.
I must say, and I said this in my little video, but I must say that I wouldn't have done what he did. Because one of our main laws here when it comes to our guns is we have the duty to retreat. This ain't no, like some states, they have different gun laws. And in Nebraska, we have a duty to retreat, and they really strict on that. Like they really strict on that. Like for example, the guy who had his car, some teenager was trying to steal his car out of his driveway in South Omaha, somewhere in Bellevue, and he came out, jumped in the car, and stabbed the little boy, and killed him.
Oh my God! How old was the little boy?
He was, I don't know. I don't remember. I did a story on it a few years ago, but he was a teenager.
Was he a teenager? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he got a lot of heat because it's like, you were in your house. Yeah, he was in your car, but you stabbed the boy to death over your car.
Yeah.
Like you could have called the cops. You could have, I mean, I understand people don't like they shit fuck with. I understand that. But it's a fucking piece of material.
Right.
So no, I don't get chasing somebody down, running up on them in the bushes and shooting them.
Right.
I don't get why he did that, but like bro said, we don't know the entire story. I'm saying I wouldn't do anything like that. If I was to chase them down or track them down, I would stay in my car or I would be calling the police. That's what most people do. They be like, man, my car's been stolen right now. I'm at such and such. Please assist.
Right.
He could have easily done that. It's a lot of different things he could have done.
Especially while he was following them, he could have called and they could have cut him off, or he didn't even have to wait till they pulled over to call. because to me it seems like that was on your mind anyway to get even with the people that stole your car. That's why
And
you
that's how
didn't
some
call the
people. That's
police.
how some people
But
feel. Yeah, that's how some
you
people
know,
look at it. And I did also say on my video, sometimes you do have to be in somebody else's shoes because at times it's hard for us to be like, well, I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying what I wouldn't have done.
hmm
I wouldn't have done. Now I know for
But
sure if I had another vehicle, I would have probably most likely got in my car. And you know me, I got the camera. I would have had my camera going and everything on the phone with the police. Like, yeah, they
but
grabbing my car. They just hit Ames Street. Now they going down to the Deuce. Now they going down.
right,
And I would have had my shit with me just in
right,
case.
right,
My shit goes with me every time I leave the house. So it would have definitely been with me.
right.
But I'm just
well,
waiting
what's this?
on more details. I'm just waiting to see
I
if more
I think what kind of really, well, I think what might kind of sting him though just a little bit is gonna be the fact that he had called two of his cousins, so they kind of in on it. Kind of, so it's
yeah,
kind of like they got the beam in on it. So when you do stuff like that, and then somebody ends up injured. Unfortunately, there was a 14-year-old. There was a minor. Why the hell is she out? And she admitted that the fact that she was in the stolen car.
yeah, she
So I
admitted
mean,
it.
so it's like, but why? You know, what was your purpose of what the hell are you doing out this late? Any damn way, and you know, I mean, y'all Joyride, you doing too much. You call a bull. You almost lost your life behind basically doing something like that. Now, for him to do that, I mean, the way, like you said, y'all got the retreat thing, and I can't do no retreat. Now, if I'm getting attacked, ain't no retreating at all. But like you
Of
said,
course, you
I
get
respect that.
yeah.
But I'm not. But no, I agree with you on that as far as that part. No, I'm not going because unfortunately, the state of Nebraska doesn't have. They're not going to. They're not going to like down here in Texas. That really would have almost basically been
Yeah, we don't
really
have that stand. We
legal.
don't have that stand your ground like a lot of people do.
Right.
Like the guy who got in trouble when somebody was stealing something out of his house. He woke up, found an intruder. The intruder was out the yard, onto the sidewalk in the street, and he's standing in his yard shooting at him. Like we can't do that here. We
Yeah, that
can't.
had that was the case.
That we learned when if you got a concealed weapons license here before they changed the rule, that was one of the main things they kept reiterating in that 8-hour fucking class that we had to take. If you can retreat, retreat. Because you can
Yeah,
end up
that's true. Yeah,
prison over a stolen car, over somebody breaking and entering your house and they halfway down the block. You the one gonna end up in
yeah.
prison.
Because they no longer become the aggressor. I mean, it's like that down here too. I mean, you know, if somebody's breaking into your shit or whatever down here, now if they try to retreat, then no, you can't pop at them. But if they literally try to get away, yeah, you can. It ain't about
Yeah,
neutral. It ain't about
somebody in
killing
your
them.
house,
I mean,
you wake up in the middle of the night and they in your bedroom look like they about to take your 50 off the wall and you pull out your pistol. That's different. But if they've
oh,
already
she
left,
did.
the threat is gone. Yeah, we can get in big trouble here in Nebraska
Yeah,
for that shit.
that's here too. That's here too. You can't. Yeah, if somebody kick in your shit, but then if they start and they turn around and they get off the yeah, or if they out the door and
Yeah.
yeah, you can't. We can't like gun them down, but it's yeah. Hey, get your ass on up out of here because I don't even
But I gotta
understand
ask
with
you,
anybody nowadays.
Yeah,
Why would you want to?
the
yeah.
only people that get away with shooting people that are retreating and they shoot and kill them in the back are
Well,
white
we
We already
police
already
know.
know.
officers
We already
killing
know.
black men. So,
We
that's my
already know, but I'm
soapbox.
glad you brought it up, bro, because I wanted to ask you because I was hoping you could join me talking about it the other day. But I wanted to ask you, like, with the position that he's in, the high that he still has to be on from last year when he won his fight down there in Vegas before Terrence won his fight, and then all the things that you involved in the community. I just sometimes I
Yeah,
just
that's
wonder,
it.
do people just forget about all the shit they got going on just because
Yeah,
they
he
have
said, like I said,
a gun and you might have a right to use it. See, that's the thing that I think about too. Just because I have a gun, I can still lose a lot. And
Hmm
just because
yeah,
I have
you got to be more responsible.
yeah, you gotta be responsible as a gun holder.
Period. I mean, it's any weapon holder. I mean, you know, a lot of folks tend to forget too. You got some folks out here that they get too close to you. They shit. You gonna need more than a gun. You gonna need Jesus at that moment because they be the slice and dice and cut a good juggler in a heart quick.
Right.
You can get them hands too about it, but it's just the fact that you got to be careful with. You have to be. Hold on, my bad. Yeah, you have to be careful with any weapon. I mean, that's like down here. I mean, they've been at it now, but you ain't even got a which I had just not getting up there with an open carry or no license, whatever.
Yeah, now we don't have to.
Like down here, like down here though, even though if you ain't got no license, like if you like for instance, if it's concealed, even with no license, it's considered concealed. That means it's out of sight, but it has to be in a holster. Regardless if it's fully loaded with one in the chamber or not. It has to be in some type of holster, whether it's a flip holster or actual full holster like, Johnny Law or no matter what, as long as it's something locked in, that's fine. It can be ready to go, ready to pop out. All you have to do is just pull it, draw and shoot.
Yeah, we can have ours on our dash, on our seat without a holster.
But down here, the law requires though that if you want to do open carry and you don't have that LTC or CCW, you have to have it out either on the dash. You have to have it out to where it can be visible. That's what gets a lot of people down. Folks got to know they. I always have a hard time with that word. Reciprocity, whatever the hell you call that shit. REC, the laws that got to do with the going across state lines.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
That you gotta know, just like for instance, I can have my thing, and I'm talking about because I said, hey, I ain't got the front, I don't care nothing less than 68 of them. So, and there's 68 cousins that's coming at your ass. But the point is being is that I could be all right until I literally get to the Nebraska state line. Then basically I will have to put everything in my case. And put it either in my and lock it, and that's the law.
I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because if you look on a map, there's a map that you can look up. What states could I bring my gun into? And I
got mine on my phone.
They update it all the time. And look at the map because, like, when Deanna was about to have her event, and it got canceled for COVID, since I always carry, I looked on the map and made sure that with our permits here, I could take my shit to Mississippi. And it said I could, but on the reversal, she couldn't do the same to Nebraska.
And that's bogus. To me, that's bogus, bro. You got to be a bunch of some type of...
It might be different now since we got our laws changed last year. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's still the same as far as, like, if you don't have, like, for instance, a holder, a CCW holder, or LTC, as they call it down here, you would be able to actually, you back, like, going back home, you can carry it concealed, but you basically, they pull you over, whatever, you got to show it to them, let them know all that. But other than that, not down here. You can come from back home and come down here. Oh, they gonna rub it. You got a CCW license. Ain't nobody worry about all that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
And that's biased. That's biased to me. Like, okay, like, for instance, if an officer tell you, I need to disarm you, why you need to disarm me in an open carry state? That don't even make sense. For your safety, it ain't about your safety. When you sitting up out here loaded with a billy club, mace, gun, taser, and cuffs, and you talking about disarming me because for your safety, that doesn't even make any sense. So people got to understand sometimes if they'll test you to see if you really know the law.
I hope it. Like I said, sometimes you got to be in somebody else's shoes. Me personally, I would have never done no shit like that. But
he got to make amends for that.
Back in the motherfucking day, shit, somebody could call me at 2, 3 a.m. cuz it's going down. Like, meet me over here. Or somebody to swoop you up and there's already 5 people in the car. Where we going? Who we getting at? That was back in the day when I was younger, more immature, ready to go. But these days,
he got to make amends for that, though. He definitely, because of the fact that.
But I do hope the girl is going to be okay. She didn't pass. She just was injured,
Right.
but I do hope she's okay. But that, like I said on the video the other day, this is a lesson for all of us, even us who carry guns, and for these high-headed kids out here still stealing cars like it's the fucking 90s. Like, get a motherfucking
Like I
gun.
said.
Shit.